Hey guys, I'm Elliot. This is Everything Elliot, and we got another snowstorm. Pounded, absolutely destroyed with snow. I just got my wife's car stuck. It was in the way of the tractor, so I made it this far in the driveway, and the Subaru just didn't want any more. We were doing a little bit of snow plowing with the Subaru, but we made it this far. Now it's stuck. I'm gonna clear my driveway. I gotta get the Subaru unstuck. This isn't another driveway clearing of mine. We're gonna load the tractor on the gooseneck and take it into town to help people that really need help. I know you're probably sick of seeing me do my driveway, so let's go do some other people's and help some people out. We're gonna go get everything done with this. Well, it is 6 hours later. I don't even know how many driveways. And I didn't even bring my camera, honestly. Honestly, I was a little too busy. I don't want to be fiddling around with the camera, so we're gonna pull the tractor in here. It needs to be washed because all the salt and stuff, and we're gonna talk about what happened and the opportunities you have with the tractor if you live in a snow area. So I'm gonna get it pulled in a little bit. I'm actually gonna go get a couple beers so I can have a couple celebration beers while we clean. So I'm gonna go do that, and we'll see you guys in a little bit. So I made $1,600 with this tractor in 6 hours. And this video that I was planning on making has taken a wild turn. The intention of this video when I began my day today was to take you along with me, show you what it looks like to take the tractor out into a storm and get people dug out, I guess, for a lack of better terms. I didn't really dig anybody out. I used the snowblower, so I blew a bunch of people, I guess. That just doesn't sound... I don't know what I want to say there. I removed the snow from their driveway via a snowblower. That's what I did. Like I said, my intention was to take you with me. However, things got a little out of control, and I had so much interest in this service that there were just too many driveways, too many people, too much to manage to have me bother with cameras. If I went into the village and I had 5 driveways, it would have been no big deal. I could have taken the camera with me and it would have been fine. So instead of a follow along video, we're going to do a how I made $1,600 in 6 hours with this tractor. Now, step 1, you cannot control. Step 1 is you need a snowstorm, and it needs to be a 3-footer, because around the 3-foot mark is when residential plow trucks start to struggle. They start to fall behind, and they leave their contracts or customers high and dry. So once you have a 3-footer, that's when you know it's time to bring out the equipment. And this is Theodore. Hopefully he doesn't jump on me because he's probably very wet from walking around in this water. There he is right there, star of the show. What's up, buddy? All right, step 1, snowstorm. You know that. That's what it is. High five? No? Okay. Oh, before we go any further, let me address the elephant in the room. The noise you hear in the background is my shop heater. I have a waste oil heater in this shop. If this is your first time here, Theodore, no thank you, go away. I have a shop heater. It's a waste oil heater. It's a little noisy, but it does a great job heating the shop, so that's what's running in the background. Step 1, snowstorm, that's complete. Step 2, you gotta get your name out there. What I did, let me back it up a little bit. I live about 5 miles away from a nice little village. The village has, if I were to guess, 10 to 15,000 residents and probably 7,000 houses. Those are complete guesses. We're waiting for the air compressor to stop. There's a Facebook group on Facebook with like 30,000 people in it. I posted in this Facebook group, I put a picture, Theodore, you're just gonna keep bothering me. I put a picture on Facebook of this tractor with the snowblower and said, I will be offering snowblower service in the village if there's enough interest. Please text me if you have any interest. I got a lot of text messages. That's when I kind of decided that this video is taking a turn. The problem with the village that I live near is the houses are all close to each other, and residential plow trucks, they need to pile snow. They can't get rid of it. The snowblower is a great service for houses that are close to each other because you can take that snow, you could throw it in their front yard, in their backyard, without disturbing their grass. You can throw it over fences. Plow trucks can't do that. I didn't trailer my tractor down there. I figured by the time that I cleaned the trailer off, loaded it up, chained it down, found somewhere to park down there, yada, yada, yada. It would just be faster to drive it. So I just drove it down the road. Everything went fine. No issues with that. Now let's talk about making money during a storm. There are going to be people in the comments section, I guarantee it, that say I'm just taking advantage of people during a quote-unquote natural disaster. It's not really a natural disaster. We get snow all the time. It's something that you should be prepared for. We live outside of Buffalo, New York. We are known to get giant storms. It happens. For the past 35 years of my life, we've gotten massive snowstorms. It's something I'm very used to. It's not devastating. It doesn't destroy your house. It doesn't destroy your equipment. It's not like hurricanes, tornadoes, stuff like that. You should be ready for it. And some people are, some people are not. And generally speaking, the people that have a plow service are the ones that are not prepared for this, because the people that hire me are the people that already pay for a plow service, but their plow service doesn't show up. When it gets to this point, plow services, for some reason, they just don't show up. They're too busy. It's too much snow. They can't handle it. And then people like me with equipment have to come in. So, how I charge things. Equipment is money, right? This tractor cost me money, the snowblower cost me money, and time is money, right? So me going there is worth something, right? And I'm not gonna go there to make $10 an hour, right? I think these tractors go for like $35,000. So $35,000 tractor, snowblower, I think that's like an $8,000 snowblower. So I'm rolling down the road at $43,000. If you want me to come to your house with $43,000 worth of equipment to do your driveway for 20 bucks, it's not going to happen. And I'm sorry, that's gonna upset some people because they think I'm taking advantage of them. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna bring this much time, this much money to do your driveway for 20 bucks. It's not worth it for me. The wear and tear on the tractor, the wear and tear on the snowblower, I need to account for that, because one day this tractor is going to die, and these hours that I spent in these people's driveways count towards those hours of this tractor dying. So how I price things. The average driveway in the village that I went to is approximately 100 feet. Not very long.
And how I figured that out was, it's not how I figured it out. I've lived here my entire life. That's what I know it is. So a single wide driveway, 100 feet, was a $100 charge. That might seem egregious, but some of these people don't have plow contracts and they have to shovel. So would you pay $100 to not shovel 3 feet of snow plus the 5-foot approach? Absolutely, I'd pay that all day long. A double wide driveway, 100 feet, $150. And then if you had a double wide driveway with a large parking area behind your house, because that's a common setup. The driveway comes down and then behind the house it opens up and there's a large concrete pad. That was $200. There were also a couple people that were happy with doing their own driveway. They just couldn't get their approach open, where the road snow plow, pushed the snow out like to a 5-foot bank. Those people that I only had to do the approach, that was only $50. It's time. The time you spend there, the longer the equipment's running, the more you need to charge. And that's just the way of the world. If these people don't want to pay that, then they just should go buy their own tractor and their own snowblower. And that might sound cruel, but it is what it is. And I hate that saying, but that's all I can say here. So things went well, and everybody that I snowblowed their driveway was very happy. There was one guy that kind of argued about the price a little bit, and I said to him, hey, if you're not happy, we'll knock some money off. And after I finished, he said to me, that was amazing. I've never seen anything like this before, and that is worth $150. Some people just don't know what this tractor can do. They don't know what this large snowblower can do. They're only used to their little Ariens 20-inch wide snow thrower. They don't know what this looks like. Most people don't know what the capabilities of this tractor are because they live in this small village that is a little disconnected from farm equipment and just equipment in general. So once they see it work, they're like, wow, that is impressive. There were houses that I was throwing the snow over the house. They don't know what to do with that. They hear my price, then they see me throwing the snow over their house and they're like, yep, I guess that is kind of worth the money. So let's break it down. I made $1,600 in 6 hours. Before I left the house, I filled up the tank. So it wasn't all the way empty, but let's just say 13 gallons, because that's the capacity of this. 13 gallons, I pay $3.15 a gallon for diesel. So that's $41. And I stopped about halfway and put another $10 in. So $1,550 of net profit, right? But we have depreciation on the tractor, which I don't really have a number for the tractor of engine hours, like how much it cost me to run on an engine hour. But my time is worth something. So we'll just say the engine hours were free for this, for the 6 hours. So 1,500 divided by 6, it's $250 an hour. Granted, you're not going to make this money, $250 an hour. You're not going to make this money doing regular tractor work. I don't make this money doing regular tractor work. When I charge people for tractor work, I charge around $100 an hour. But that's also not during an emergency situation, right? That's people that need brush hogging and stuff like that. When there's an emergency situation and somebody needs something done right now, the price goes up, right? The faster you want it done, the more expensive it is. And that's how it was in this situation. So in closing, if you want to make $250 an hour with a tractor, you got to move somewhere that they get crazy snowstorms, like Buffalo, New York. Yeah, I'm going to be happy to answer any and all questions down in the comments. I respond to just about every comment there is on my videos. So if you guys have questions, how you set it up, how things work. I use Google Maps. People would text me the address. I'd give them a rough estimate. I'd get there. If things were completely wrong, then I'd say, hey, I know I told you this, but look at this mess that's going on here. There were also places that I got to and they had like half the driveway already shoveled. And I said, hey, I know I told you $150, but you have it half shoveled already. It's only going to be $100. So you kind of have to give and take. Be a human being, help people out. You still have to make money. Equipment is still expensive. So don't sell yourself short. I'm sorry I don't have any video of it, but it was just too hectic. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.